Hi guys. I just wanted to share with you today kind of my shift from saving time and money being really the focus for me with Norwex to when it shifted to reducing the toxic chemicals in my home. So I've shared this story before, but I was at a training when I had first joined. I was a super skeptical person at first. If you guys have been with me, I was like the bleach and wipes queen. And so it took a while for me to switch everything over. I was pretty on board with switching the using the EnviroCloth and the window cloth and a dusting mitt, and the mop just because they worked so well. They worked so much better than the other products I was using that I was like, no brainer. Yeah, I'm going to use these, whether they reduce the amount of chemicals in my home or not. Um, they just work so well. An area that it took me a little while was our laundry detergent. So at first, I was only using the Norwex laundry detergent to clean my Norwex products because I still had that big orange bottle half full on my washing machine, and I wasn't just gonna throw it away, right? So I attended a training about chemicals, and I was like, "Ugh, this is kind of like not that important to me." But, I showed up and I listened, and she was talking about fragrance and hormone disruptors and all these things that I had never heard of. I was kind of under the impression that if a product was sold in a grocery store, that it was safe for my family. And I've since learned that is not true. Proof that New York just banned a bunch of laundry detergent, like name brand laundry detergents that many of us have used forever and our moms have used for a really long time and even our grandmothers have used for a long time. So, um, proven wrong. However, she was talking about synthetic fragrance and hormone disruptors. Now, I was the kind of person I used to buy those beads that you added into your laundry so that they smelled even more, right? That was me. I was that person. Um, and so I listened and I was like, oh, okay, this is some interesting stuff. And then at the end of it, I was talking to the speaker and she said, well, your laundry detergent isn't safe for you. And I was like, do I know that? She had just told me, right, all the reasons it wasn't, but I was like, do I know that? Like, she said, okay, let me ask you something. At the time, my daughter was about 5 months old. Jace had just turned 10, and she said, do you use your laundry detergent on your baby? And I said, no, I have like, baby detergent. And she said, why? And I said, well, they have more sensitive skin, blah, 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 all the reasons why we use baby detergent. And she looked at me and she said, if your detergent is not safe for your baby, it is not safe for you or anyone else in your family. And I just sat there and I was like, oh, right. And so that was the moment when I kind of shifted from these save me a ton of time and money to it's really important to reduce the toxic chemicals in my home. Now, can I remove the toxic chemicals from everything that my family does in their lives? Probably not. But using the Norwex products is a quick, easy way for me to drastically reduce those chemicals without doing a ton of work, right? I don't have to check labels. I don't have to go to multiple stores to find, things. They work great. So I don't know about you, but I had tried some green cleaning solutions in the past just because I wanted to have, a healthy home, and just nothing worked as well as the chemicals that I was using. And so I just always resorted back to using those toxic chemicals. So When she really said that, it really kind of struck home, a chord in me. And another thing she had talked about was that there are two major times in your life when you are highest susceptible susceptible to toxic chemicals. And so one is when you're a baby. That makes sense, right? You're little, you're tiny, you're fragile. But the other one is when your kids are teenagers. And that was a little surprising to me. I never thought of like teenagers as these fragile little things that needed to be protected from laundry detergent. But again, their bodies are going through major changes. There's new hormones being produced, different hormones being produced, and their cells are splitting and changing rapidly, just like they are when they're babies. So they are at a really high vulnerable level when they're in their teenage years as well. So, just as important to use that safe detergent when they are babies, it is just as important to use when they are teenagers. And by the way, you are worthy of safe laundry detergent, the safe laundry detergent as well. Like just because you're not in that highest vulnerable state doesn't mean that you should be using something that could cause cancer or hormone problems or something else. Um, Matt and I had a really hard time getting pregnant for a lot of years. And I'm not saying that it was the laundry detergent that was causing that, but looking back, I wonder if, you know, all those scented candles and the scented wax beads and the scented laundry detergent pearls and all the things that we were using, I have to wonder if maybe that contributed to some of those struggles we went through. So that's my personal story. That's kind of when I had that aha moment. Um, like, yeah, okay, we need to get these chemicals out of our house. So if you have had your aha moment, tell us what it is. Leave a comment. What was your changing point for you? And if you haven't had that aha moment, maybe let's talk about where you're stuck and why you still think that you should be using those toxic chemicals instead of something cleaner and safer and better for your family. So have a great day. Thank you for letting me share with you.